Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Hari Seva IBBI Valuation Cracker. Myself is Rajesh S. Wadhwani. I am registered valuer. Today we are starting part 2 of statics. This is for plant and machinery valuer and land and building valuer. In this chapter, we will learn probability, simple test of significance, regression, correlation, time series, index number. Let us start with time series. A time series is a collection of data points arranged in order of time. It shows how a particular value like price, temperature, income change over time. Time series is a graph of last 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, how the rates, rainfall, temperature move. We have to collect the data last 40 years and 50 years with same time scale. We have prepare a graph. That graph is called a time series. Example, daily stock price, monthly rainfall, yearly population growth, or quarterly property values. Time series is an ordered sequence of value of variable recorded at equal time interval. This equal time interval is very important for preparation of time series. So key characteristic of time series, time-based data. Values are measured over time. Equal time gaps. Data is collected at regular time interval. Time interval is important. Each year time interval should be equal. Many times one mark MCQs came what item is important for time series. In MCQ, time interval is the most important. Same units. All data must use the same measurement units also. Graph representing time series can be shown on a line chart or bar graph. A time series is graph used to visually represent how a variable change over time, helping identify trends, patterns, and fluctuation. This is a time series graph of last 75 or 80 years. In last 75 or 80 years, how the factors are changed. In this graph, x-axis is the time. X-axis is time 0 year, 20 year, 40 year, 60 year, and whatever you time choose for which you time prepare for 1 year, 2 years, monthly. Y-axis is the dependent variable. Y-axis dependent variable. Time, rainfall. Here rainfall will come 100 centimeter, 150 centimeter, 200 centimeter, 250 centimeter, 300 centimeter. So real world feature like trend, seasonal pattern, and random fluctuation. Ideal for explaining valuation trend, how the property value are moving, how the land property is rates are changing in last 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. What is the rate? And sometimes rate is fall due to situation like war or economic failure or COVID issue or other issue or heavy rainfall, other force major, rate will fall. And if rate is rising, if graph is going upside, rate is rising. If graph is going downward side, rate is falling. Accordingly, we can prepare the graph how for last 40 years property value has been changed. Ideal for explaining valuation trend, market fluctuation, and statistical forecasting. Application of time series. Understanding pattern. Reveal trends, cycle, and seasonal effect in the data. Forecasting, monitoring, predict future value, assess ongoing charge. From last 40 years, 50 years, 60-year data, you can predict the next 2 year, next 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, what will be the rate. Historical analysis. Analyze economic, industrial, and social behavior over time. Total type of time series. There are four type of time series. Sometimes MCQ came how many types of time series? Four types. Trend. First is a trend. This is a long-term movement indicating a gradual increase or decrease over time. Say like population growth. It shows smooth and regular movement. Seasonal variation. Short-term repetitive pattern occurring at regular interval due to climate, holidays, annual events, retail sales during festival season. If you see in Diwali festival or New Year, Christmas Day, and other festival, sales is increasing, and other days sales are normal. So same sales data can be represented by the time series. Cyclic variation, medium to long-term fluctuation with an oscillatory nature, typically related to economic cycle or business cycle. That is called a cyclical variation. Irregular variation. This is due to random, unpredictable change caused by unforeseen factor, natural disaster, or war type situation or war. This variation exhibit irregular, non-predictable pattern. Benefit and challenges of time series. Benefit, identify trend and seasonal pattern. Adds in forecasting and planning. You can forecast and plan for future of sales data and other rain data, temperature data. Provide insight into historical changes. Challenges, require accurate and consistency data. Old data may be accurate and consistent data may be affected by irregular variation. Forecasting success is not always guaranteed. This is the time series. In time series, graph is prepared for last 40 to 50 years. X-axis on time series is the time, equal interval should be must, or y-axis on dependent variable. There are four type of time series: trend, long-term, seasonal variation due to season, winter, rainy season, or sales in Diwali, Christmas, 15th August. That is coming seasonal variation. This is a short term, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Cyclical variation, medium to long term fluctuation with oscillatory nature. Irregular due to random, unpredictable change due to war and due to economical condition, due to very heavy rains or COVID situation. These are the four type of time series. Now we will start sampling and test of significance. What is sampling? Sampling is the process of selecting a small group called a sample from a larger group called the population to study and make a decision. It helps save time and cost instead of checking the whole population. Example for valuer. Inspecting 10 buildings in a township to assess construction quality. Testing 5 machines from a lot of 100 to check performance of wear and tear. Say in township, more than 100 buildings. All the building not possible check the quality and other things. So Then only 10 buildings will be checked. From the 10 building, we can assess what is the quality of building. Same way, testing of 5 machine, a lot of 100 to check performance of wear and tear. Why sampling important in valuation? Quick assessment helps make conclusion without checking everything. Cost effective, save time, money, and efforts in large projects. Reliable decision. If selected property, a sample can represent the whole. How to select a sample? Type of sampling methods. Random sampling. In random sampling, every item has an equal chance to be selected. In this method, randomly choose 10 machine out of 100. If you are having more than 100 machine, to select a sample, you select 10 randomly as per your wish. You can select it. Systematic sampling. In systematic sampling, same say 100 machine is there. So you will select kth item in the list. You decide from 100 machines you want to select 20 sample. Pick pick up every fifth entry from an equipment register. You can select 20 sample from list of the total equipments, say 100 equipment. You want to select 20 sample. So then you select fifth item of the equipment, every equipment. That is called systematic sampling. Third one is stratified sampling. Divide population into groups and sample from each. Choose houses from each zone of township. There is a township. In township, say 10 types, 10, 10 types, different zone is there. Then you go each zone and select one sample from this. That is called stratified sampling. Cluster sampling. Divide into cluster and inspect whole cluster. Select three full plants for machine evolution. This is called a cluster sampling. Sample selection. It will give uniformity. The more uniform the item like screw, the better the results. Sample size. Usual size of 30 or more give reliable results. Clarity. More important parameter may need larger or special sample. Multiple parameter. If sample aspects are checked, the sample should cover all. What is the population? A population in statistics refer to the entire group you want to study. Means complete group population if is the say 1,000 buildings. In 1,000 building that is also called a population. From 1,000 building you select the 30 sample, या 100 sample, या 50 sample. A population in statistics refer to entire group you want to study or draw conclusion above. Say example, election poll. In election polls, you have seen so many times exit poll. Total voter in India is approximate 60 crores. Yeah, 75 crores. From 75 crores voters, You cannot go each voter and ask them whom you are going to give the votes. From 75 crores, first you divide into different cities, divide into MP election seat wise, then divide into zone. From zone, you assume zone is a state. From the state, every state say be 25 to 50 seats. From 25 to 50 seats, you will select 10 seats. From 10 seats, you will again divide into what is the actual population of each MP. From each MP population eligible voters, then say eligible voters is 10 lakhs. From 10 lakhs, uh, you will go to 10,000 people. And from this 10 lakh people, how a population is spread accordingly, you will select the sample of 10,000 people. All voter state is the population survey of 1,000 voters. You will select that is called a sample. 1,000 to 10,000 you will select that is will call a sample. Example 2. School student. All student in school is called a population. Feedback from 50 students, that is called a sample. Now we will start a test of significance. A test of significance check whether an observed from the sample is real due to chance. It helps valuer validate finding from sample data before making a final decision. Now, in this, we have to learn statistical hypothesis. Definition. A statistical hypothesis is an assumption or claim made about a population parameter like mean, proportionate, or standard deviation, which is tested using a sample data. So, two type hypothesis is there in test of significance. This hypothesis called a null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis symbol is the H0. H0 called a null hypothesis means no change, no effect. If null hypothesis, you assume this is the base or a benchmark. In that is no change and no effect. You will compare with the null hypothesis of every sample. H1 is alternative hypothesis. There is a change or effect. Whatever you have taken the sample, checking it, then you are comparing with the null hypothesis, then you uh, check what is the change or effect. There is a change effect or there is a no effect. For example, the chocolate factory. In chocolate factory, 10 gram is chocolate which for sale. Then in chocolate factory, every day more than 10,000, 20,000 chocolates is prepared, manufacturers. So every chocolate should be 10 gram. If it is less, it is also not good. If it is more, then raw material is going more. So here base is the 10 gram. That is called a null hypothesis. So in every month you will check, say day one after calibration you have started the machine. Day one average sampling, you have selected 30 chocolates from the 10,000 chocolates. Yeah, say from 1,000 chocolate, yeah, you have selected 100 chocolate and take the weight of the each chocolate. Then average weight is came at 10.05. So 10.05 is acceptable. Day 4, again you have checked the weight of the chocolate. It is coming 10.25. gram. This is a slight variation. Day 7, when you have checked, is 11.5 gram. This is the major variation. This is major variation compared to null hypothesis. Null hypothesis that is the 10 gram. Conclusion, variation on day 7 is a large. Then sample is rejected. Machine likely has a fault. Then you will call the calibration team. The calibration team will do the correct calibration and bring it to 10 gram. After that, you will again start manufacturing the chocolate. This is the how we have to check the hypothesis. Important to note to remember every test of significance start with null hypothesis. The final conclusion is always stated in terms of accepting or rejecting alternative hypotheses with the null hypothesis. The method used to support or reject a claim based on sample data is called a test of significance. The method used to support or reject the claim based on sample data is called a test of significance. It plays a key role in valuation report, especially when assumption or estimation are made from the sample data. Index number. Definition of index number. Index number are statistical tools used to measure the relative change in the variable like price, quantity, or value over time, place, and situation. Index number, relative change. Relative change uh, of change of price, change of quantity, or value over time, place, or situation. They are generally expressed in percentage or ratio. Index number always expressed in percentage or ratio, comparing data between the base period and the current period. In base period, compare the cost. What is the cost of construction in the base period? Say base period is a 2001. What is the cost of construction for building? And at present 2024, what is the cost of construction? What is the relative changes? How much cost it increase compared to the base period? It is calculated from the help of the index number. We can also tell for index number is the percentage ratio that show the average change in one or more variables over time. It helps compare data from two different periods, places, or situation. Two different periods or situation. One must be base period and current year. Purpose of index number to analyze economic trends, inflation, cost movement, production changes, to adjust property value for inflation in valuation and capital gain. You can calculate capital gain also with the help of index number. Useful in forecasting price and economic condition, helps investor and valuer decide when to buy or sell property or assets. Define base period, reference time, and current period. Type of index number. There are various type of index number. Main index numbers are simple index number, major changes in one item only. Example, change in price of cement over time. Change of price in petrol over time. What is the petrol price at the base period? What is the base and now petrol price? How much is changes? What is the relative changes? Percentage changes? we can calculate with the help of the index number. Composite index number, measure average change in group of items. So group of item will be there, index made of price of bricks, steel, cement, etc. Price index number, major change in price, retail or wholesale over time. Consumer price index, wholesale price index, cost inflation index. Quantity index number, major change in physical quantity of goods produced, consumed or sold. Example, number of machines sold in 2 years. Value index number, major change in total money value, price into quantity. Example, total sales value in 2 period. What is the sales in the base period? What is the sale in the next year? Role of index number in capital gain adjustment. With the help of index number, you can calculate it property value and you can calculate it the capital gain. Say in property base period is the 2001. You have constructed one house in 2001. The cost is the 5 lakhs. In 2024, you want to sell this house. You want to sell this house. You sold, this is the 100 lakhs. So as per this, you will find the total profit is the 95 lakhs. But this is not the correct 95. You have constructed 5 lakhs in 2001. Due to increase in the prices, this 5 lakhs value is also increased due to inflation. So with the help of index number in base period, say index number is the 100. Now index number is the 725. So this 5 lakhs amount change, 5 lakhs into 7.25 percent index number, 7.25 divide by 100, 725 divide by 100. So it will come 7.255 into 7.25. 35 plus 0.25, 36.25, approximate 36.25. So actual profit will be the 100 lakhs minus 36.25. 63.75 lakhs is the profit from capital gain tax will be applicable on 63.75 lakhs, not on 95 lakhs. So role of index number in capital gain adjustment, adjust for inflation when compounding capital gain tax, provide a standardized approach to calculate the index cost of acquisition. We have calculated this cost 35 lakhs. It is the index cost of acquisition. Relevance to valuer, ensure accurate adjustment in property valuation, reflect real value change over time for historical cost. Type of index number related to valuer, consumer price index, wholesale price index, cost inflation index. Consumer price index tracks retail inflation across different consumer categories, used for dearness allowance and cost of living adjustment. Sources, This index number released by Labor Bureau. Wholesale price index. Monitor wholesale price trends, especially in material, key for analyzing construction cost. Ministry of Commerce and Industry issue this price index number, that is called WPI. Cost inflation index. Adjust property cost for inflation in capital gain tax. Base year 2001. Central Board of Direct Tax issue this cost inflation index. These are available online from you go Google and you can download the index number of your city or your state, whichever applicable. Formula for capital gain adjustment. Index cost of acquisition. First, we have to calculate index cost of acquisition. I will explain how we will calculate the cost of 36.25 lakhs. Same formulas here. Cost inflation index for the year of sale, which year you are selling, or current year. Cost in, index, cost inflation index, year of purchase, which year you have purchased. If you have purchased 2005, then the 2005 index will come. If you have purchased in base year, then base year index will come into original cost. From this formula, you can calculate capital index cost of acquisition. What is the index cost of acquisition in property you have purchased in 2010 in 10 lakhs? So you are selling in 2024. Then first you convert 10 lakhs to cost index index cost of acquisition. 10 lakhs multiply by present current index, divide by which year you purchased the index into original cost. You will get index cost of acquisition. For land and building and plant and machinery, case study may come from this also, capital gain adjustment. This I will explain you. Benefit of using of index number. Accuracy, reflect inflationary effect in valuation. Standardization, ensure uniformity in economic comparison. Transparency, builds credibility in tax and valuation report. Relevance, aligns valuation with the market realities. Challenges and recommendations. Choice of base year. What is the base year to be selected? Selection of relevant index. Which index we have to use? CPI, WPI, CIA. Regional price variation. Recommendation, use government source index for consistency. Regularly update valuation practice with latest index. Consider regional adjustment where required. Due to your city, your state, some adjustment can be added. This is the index number. Many times 1 mark MCQ is coming from the index number. This is the relative change in variable like price, quantity, and value. Now we will move to next. Now we will learn elementary theory of probability and probability distribution. Regression and correlation we will learn in part 3. Let us start probability. What is probability? Probability is the chance of an event happening. It is a way to measure how likely something is to occur. If an event is certain to happen, its probability will 1. Say sun will rise. This is event certainly will happen tomorrow morning or every day morning. So probability is the 1. If an event is impossible, its probability is 0. In die, Rolling a 7 on a standard six-sided die is not possible. Six-sided die is there. You want roll number 7, rolling of 7 number. That is not possible in die. It is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever times you will roll it, you will get only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For all other events, the probability is between 0 and 1. If impossible event, probability is 0. If event is not possible, then probability is 0. If event must happen, supposed to be happen, then probability is 1. And even for all other events, the probability is between 0 and 1. In a coin, if you toss it, you will get head or tail. Getting head in a coin toss is 0.5, 50% probability you will get head, 50% probability you will get tail. So probability is always number between 0 to 1, where 0 is impossible, 1 is certain, any decimal of fraction between 0 and 1 possible with varying likelihood. So formula probability is number of favorable outcome, total number of possible outcome in die. Total possible outcome is 6 only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want 2, then 2 will come one time. Number of favorable outcome. Where P stand for probability, A stand for event you are interested. So in probability we will write P inside the bracket A. PA means probability of event happening. PA means probability of event happening. Probability helps in making prediction and informed decision based on possible outcome. Now real world examples in probability. You are tossing a coin. When coin is tossed, probability of head is 1 by 2. Formula, what is the formula? Favorable event and total outcome. Total outcome. In coin, total outcome will be 2 only. It may be head or it may be tail. What is the probability of head? Head, if you toss one time, it may come head or tail. Then what is the probability? 1 by 2. Head will come 1 by 2. Total event is 2. So probability of head is 1 by 2. Same way probability of tail. Probability of tail is also 1 by 2. And total probability is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1. Same way, rolling a die. Probability of getting specific number 4 in rolling a die, total one favorable event, total outcome. In rolling a die, total outcome is the 6. 4, how many times can come 4? If roll one time, 4 chances is 1. So 4 probability is 1 by 6. Rolling a die. Experiment. Rolling a fair 6-sided die. Outcome 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total outcome is 6. Probability of getting 1. 1 probability is the favorable event and total outcome. 1 by 6. Probability of getting an even number. Even number may be possible 2, 4, 6. So 2, 4, 6. Total outcome may be favorable event is 3. Total outcome 6. So probability is 3 by 6. Same way, next example, a bag has 4 red balls and 6 green balls. Total 10 balls. Total outcome is 10. What is the probability of picking a red ball? The red ball chances are 4 times. So 4 by 10. So here probability is the 4 by 10 means 0.4. A die is rolled. What is the probability getting number greater than 4? Greater than 4 is 5 and 6. Then favorable outcome is 2. Total outcome will be from die is 6. Then probability greater than 4 is equal to 2 by 6. Probability 1 by 3. A card is drawn from a small set of 10 cards. Number 1 to 10. Total 10 number cards. From 10 cards, 1 card is drawn. What is the probability of drawing card with an even number? In 10 card, total even number may be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 5 even number. Then 5 favorable events. Total events is 10. Then probability is the 5 by 10. Hence probability is the 0.5. In classroom of 30 students, 18 are boys and 12 are girls. If one student is picked at random, what is the probability that's a girl? Then favorable outcome 12. Total student 13. Then probability of getting girls is 12 by 13. This is now one more important terms, mutually exclusive events. Two events are said to be mutually exclusive if both cannot happen at the same time. Mutually exclusive event, no overlap between A and B. If two, this is A and B. If there is no overlap, so A, B cannot happen together. If both events are separately and there is no overlap, A and B cannot happen together. These are mutually exclusive events. Here is a simple circle diagram showing mutually exclusive events A and B. The two circles do not overlap, meaning A and B cannot happen at the same time. So what is the mutually exclusive? If one event happens, the other cannot. Example, tossing a coin. You cannot get both head and tail at the same time. So head and tail are mutually exclusive events. You will get head or tail. Both even cannot happen at the same time. Rolling a die. You cannot get 2 and 5 in the same single roll. So getting 2 and getting 5 are mutually exclusive events. Mutually exclusive, not together. It's like saying if A happen, B cannot happen. If B happen, A cannot happen. If had happened, tail cannot happen. If tail occurs come, had cannot. So formula for probability of two events. This is the formula sometime asking in 1 mark MCQ. Formula for the probability of two events. P bracket A or B is equal to P A inside the bracket plus B inside the bracket minus P A union B. This union A or B, either A or B or both happen. If this is a U type, this is called union, I think. So A or B, either A or B or both happen. Maybe possible A happen, maybe possible B happen, or both happen. If U is a reverse, A and B, both A and B happen. If A or B are mutually exclusive, if mutually exclusive, then this is a reverse union B is equal to theta A, that will be zero. A no common outcome. A reverse union B is equal to theta, they have no common outcome. So this formula is PA or B plus PA plus BP. Sometimes MCQ came, what is equation for mutually exclusive event? This is the equation. What is the equation of probability of the two events? This is the equation. Probability concept equally likely and exhaustive events. Equally likely events. Definition. Events that have the same chance of happening. Example, when you roll a fair die, each number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is equally likely to come up. Probability of formula. P each outcome 1 by total outcome 1 by 6. In equally likely event, no event is favored over the other. Exhaustive event. Event that cover all possible outcome of an experiment. In tossing a coin, possible outcome head or tail. These are exhaustive because nothing else can happen. Relationship, yeah, otherwise had come, otherwise will be tail come. This is the relationship or formula exhaustive even, where S is the sample space total set of outcome. This is the probability. Sometimes very simple question is coming MCQ this type. You practice only this 6 to 7 MCQ, 6 to 7 this example, and remember mutually exclusive event or probability of the two events, this formula. Now what is the probability distribution? A probability distribution is a way to show how likely each outcome of an experiment is. In simple words, we can tell if that it tell us the probability of every possible result in an experiment. Every possible result. If you are doing a die, so there may be 6 results. If you are there are say in example tossing a coin, there are two possible outcome, either head come or either tail. Head probability is 0.5, tail probability is 0.5. This is simple probability distribution. Outcome head probability 0.5, tail outcome 0.5. The 0.5 is equal to 1. Then this probability total will be always 1. Rolling a die, each number 1 to 6 has a equal chance. So one outcome probability 1 by 6, two outcome probability 1 by 6, three outcome probability 1 by 6, four outcome probability 1 by 6, five outcome probability 1 by 6, six outcome probability 1 by 6. If you add all this, it total will come 1. This is the probability distribution. The total of all probability must be 1 because of one of the outcomes must happen. We are today video closing here. Now in statics, only balance one topic, correlation and regression. We will take up this on part 3. Thank you very much. I am requesting you, please subscribe the channel and hit the notification bell so that you will get the notification of next video. Thank you very much.